I've been really burnt out of video games lately, especially multiplayer games. Don't get me wrong, they're fun at first, but they start to get a bit monotonous and boring, are filled with complicated mechanics, or just take a lot of time to master. But today, I decided that I wanna do something about it. So let's see what my options are.
Option 1. Play with friends.
Um.
オプション2、タッチグラス。
No!
Option 3. Play a different type of game.
Yeah, this could work. So I started thinking about a game that was different and relaxing, and that's when it hit me. When I first saw this game, I was a little skeptical about playing it. The idea of just having a farm was not interesting. But now, I'm ready to give it a chance. So welcome to playing Stardew Valley because I'm bored out of my mind. I don't know what to do with myself. Please help me, I'm so alone, I can't take it. The game starts really sad. With our grandpa, it's extremely sick. He doesn't have much time left. This this is probably the last time we'll see him. But but there's no time to cry because before dying he gave us a big ass farm. I mean, just look at it, it's huge. So I quit my job and went to live there. The game takes place in the Stardew Valley, specifically in Pelican Town. This is where you and most of the people live. When you arrive, you meet Louis the mayor and Robin, the love of my life.
I've heard people say that.
Anyway, the farm is a mess. It's been at least 10 years since our grandpa died, so I had to clean it up a little bit. The next day, I watered my crops and learned to fish. You just need to keep the green bar behind the fish icon. I also realized that I only have 12 inventory slots to work with, so I went to Pierre's store to buy a backpack, but I was faced with the first problem. I am poor. I mean, a beer alone costs 400 gold, and I got just 600. So to make some cash, I started fishing, and oh god, what a nightmare. Either you catch a bunch of trash from the ocean, or the fish moves too fast, and controlling the green bar is a nightmare too. I know it looks easy, but trust me, it is not. But after 2 days of pain and suffering, I finally got the money. So now I just have to buy it and oh no, looks like he's busy staring at the shelf. I'll have to come back tomorrow then. Alright, I finally got it. Let's see how much the next one costs, maybe I can get the money. Man, fuck you. Next morning, this lady here, Marnie, offered me a pet. A cat? When you create a character, you can choose between a dog and a cat, and I forgot to change it, so I'm stuck with the cat. I'm more of a dogs person, to be honest, but it is what it is. Later I found out that this path is clear. It used to be blocked by a bunch of rocks. This is the entrance to the mines. This place has been abandoned for decades, so there's a bunch of ores and monsters down there. Basically, you need to mine rocks to find ladders and go to the next floor. The lower you go, the harder it will be, and the better things you'll find. Also, every 5 floors you unlock an elevator. Oh, and I also found an artifact. You can donate them to the museum to get some rewards. The mines are also a good money maker, so between mining and fishing, I managed to get 7k gold, and invested the money on a coop to raise 4 chickens. Every chicken lays an egg, and if I turn the 4 eggs into mayo, I get 760 every day. It's not a lot, but it takes a minute. It'll take some time to set everything up because I have to wait for the chickens to grow. So in the meantime, let's talk about the villagers. I didn't mention it before, but you can marry some of them. I thought that Robin was an option, but sadly she's off limits. So I'll go with Leah instead. She's basically a Robin 2.0. She's a redhead and likes to smack things with the hammer. However, to have a relationship first, you need to get the friendship up. You can do this by talking to them every day or giving presents. And when you reach a certain amount of hearts, you get these cutscenes that show the personality of the villager. Like this man, Linus. I caught him scavenging on the trash. I told him he should get a job, but he didn't take that well. Nah, just kidding. He actually likes to be homeless and be in touch with nature and all that stuff. Or this sketchy guy who offers us a suspicious drink that I probably shouldn't. and there are also festivals like this one, the flower dance, where you can, well, ask someone to dance with you. So let's go ask Leah, maybe she wants to... Oh, alright. Let's try someone else then. Whatever, I don't need no bitches. I'm sure the boys got my back. At least, after all this talk, the chickens have finally grown up. So now I just need to put this in here and look at that. It's beautiful. Now that money's out of the way, I can start focusing on more important things like quests. Well, they aren't really that important nor interesting. They basically consist of ex-villager asking for a specific item in exchange for some friendship and money. You can start one of them by going to the Help Wanted or the Special Orders board, or they can come to the mail as a letter, like this one where Mayor Lewis asks us to find his shorts and discreetly return them to him. He has no idea where they might be, but investigating his house a little bit, I found out this letter from M. The only person in town whose name starts with M is Marnie, the animals lady. There they are. Now I can do anything but return them, like put it on display for the whole town to see. You like that, Lewis? Is that discreet enough for you? I've also been enjoying mining a lot, maybe a little too much because I didn't realize it was getting late until, well, it was too late.
No! 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 No!
Oh god, this already happened twice. I'm just too slow, man. It takes ages to go from one place to another, and the days go by so fast. So I decided to upgrade my axe to be able to cut down large wood and build a stable for a horse. Best decision I ever made. Oh, I also have cows now to make and sell cheese. Then, I finally reached the final floor of the mines, where I found the school key. Not sure what to do with it, but I have it. And I got a prismatic shard from a skeleton which has a 0.0% chance to drop one. This thing is one of the rarest minerals, used to create one of the best weapons in the entire game, the Galaxy Sword. But leaving mining aside, I finally asked Leah to be my girlfriend, and of course, me being the most handsome, bravest, wealthiest, strongest man in town, she just couldn't say no. Sadly, I was starting to get a little bored. This is something that happens to me with a lot of sandbox games like Minecraft or Gmod. Without a real objective, I feel lost. Except, there is one. This is the community center, a place where people hang out and do stuff, I guess. Or at least, that's what it used to be. Nowadays it's just an old, empty, depressing, decaying building with only rats. Holy shit, what is that? These guys are the Junimos. They move into abandoned buildings and in exchange of bundles they will repair the community center. The tricky part is obtaining these items, like crops that you can only grow on certain seasons or fish that can only be caught while it's raining. But why are we doing this? Because if we don't, the assholes from Georgia, the life-sucking company we tried to get away from, will turn it into a warehouse. I mean, just look at this woman. You think she wants to be here? You think she's happy? No! Unfortunately, those items are not gonna get themselves. So let's go get them. Finally, it's done. If you want to play this game, please use the wiki. It makes everything so much easier and less annoying. I don't think I could have done it without it. I deserve way more than this trophy, to be honest. Oh, looks like the Georgia manager is here, and he doesn't look happy. Know what? Let's settle this with a fight. Get his ass, Pierre. Stop talking, just fight. Oh? Jesus Christ! You didn't have to kill him! Dude! I didn't say it, but when you complete the bundle, the Junimos will do something to the valley, like rebuilding the greenhouse or repairing the bus that takes us to the desert. Oh, and you remember that skull key from earlier? It is used in this door to grant us access to the Skull Cavern, a much more dangerous version of the mines. And when you reach the floor 100, you find another sketchy guy who offers us another— Oh, come on, I didn't even get to finish the sentence! What else? Oh yeah, I unlocked the sewers where I found this guy called Grobus that sells some interesting items such as the Star Drop, which permanently increases our maximum energy and— Wait, what? Oh my! And when you fully repair the community center, you get access to this boat that takes us to the Ginger Island. And it's kinda cool. I'm running out of things to say. Fuck it, let's go to the— Farming in the early game is horrible. Until you get the greenhouse and the sprinklers, you have to watershed every day, and your crops die every season. Taking care of the animals is really tedious. No matter how much you pet or feed them, their friendship just doesn't go up. Oh, but if you forget to give them food even just one day, they want to stab and shoot you and throw your body into the river. The villager dialogues are so repetitive and bland. I don't even read them anymore. I just— And as I mentioned before, your guy is so slow. Until you get the horse and get enough money for coffees, you spend most of the day running. The asshole from the shop closes on Wednesdays for some fucking reason. And this woman is always staring at the microwave. Fortunately, there are many mods to fix some of these problems, and then some. Overall, I really enjoyed the game. It was a nice change. Sure, you can keep playing, making more money, upgrading and decorating your farm, but nah, I don't like to do that. Will I keep playing Stardew? Probably not. I think I already experienced enough and I feel satisfied with the game. If you're getting tired of video games like me, maybe you can try the two other options. But if you really want to play something, do what I did. Try something new, something you've never given a chance to before. Maybe you get a surprise. Stay safe, everyone. Goodbye.